I just watched a speech from Trump's defense chief, and he wasn't holding back at all. He talked about the miracles of Israel's history and the importance of taking action to protect and secure its future. There's a lot to unpack here, and I'll add my take in a minute. But before we jump in, if you like thought-provoking content like this, then hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop. Let's dive in.
And today, Jennifer and I and others had a chance to go see the Western Wall of the Temple Mount, the Western Wall tunnels, so much of the old city. And as you stand there, you can't help but behold the miracle before you. And it got me thinking about another miracle that I hope all of you don't see too far away. Because 1917 was a miracle, 1948 was a miracle, 1967 was a miracle, 2017, the declaration of Jerusalem as the capital was a miracle, and there's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible. I don't know how it would happen. You don't know how it would happen, but I know that it could happen. That's all I know. And a step in that process, a step in every process, is the recognition that facts and activities on the ground truly matter. And that's why going and visiting Judea and Samaria, understanding that sovereignty, the very sovereignty of Israeli soil, and Israeli cities, locations, is a critical next step to showing the world that this is the land for Jews and the land of Israel. And I believe, as was mentioned, he said you need to, what was mentioned is you need to buy the ticket. Don't just wish for 40 years to win the lottery, buy the ticket. I would submit to you, in light of the support you have in Washington, D.C., the support you have amongst patriotic Americans, amongst evangelical Christians, amongst believers, amongst Republicans, even amongst some Democrats who can barely say it anymore in Washington. Buy the ticket, take your action, do what needs to be done here in Israel, because I truly believe this is a moment where America will have your back. You have Donald Trump in the White House, you have Mike Pence as Vice President, you have Nikki Haley at the UN, you have true believers in Israel and America that have your back.
This is truly amazing. He brings up some of the biggest time in the most recent Jewish history of the state of Israel, where you have the Balfour Declaration in 1917, Israel being founded as a state in 1948. You have the Six-Day War in 1967, and then the recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital in 2017. And these are nothing short of a miracle. Honestly, if you know history, it's really hard to argue, because these moments didn't just happen. They defied overwhelming odds and reshaped the destiny of the entire nation. But here's what really stood out. He's emphasizing that these miracles aren't just handed out to you on a silver platter. His analogy was spot on. If you want to win the lottery, you have to buy the ticket. What that translates to is that faith and hope are important, but they mean nothing without action. The Jewish people didn't wait around for these miracles. They built, they fought, and they sacrificed to make them a reality. And he also mentioned the political support Israel has right now, especially from Christians, Republicans, figures like Donald Trump, Mike Pence, Nikki Haley. He's basically saying the stars are aligned, so take those bold steps. But here's the deeper truth. No matter who's in power, real sovereignty and security come from grassroots determination. But here's the deeper truth. No matter who's in power, real sovereignty and security come from determination and connection to what Israel's really all about, which is recognizing that Israel is a land that's being watched over by God all the time. And so now it's just manifesting itself in a physical world where people can see it. And thank God there are people that can actually see what's the truth over here. So the lesson is applying beyond politics. Whatever your mission or challenge is, faith without action is actually leading to a dead end. We as a people need to step up. We need to take risks and do the work, because that's where the real miracles are going to happen. First, we have to make ourselves a vessel to be able to receive the miracle, and then we have to watch them unfold as God has promised us that the land of Israel is for the Jewish people.